I think there's enough of that. Yes, this is Transformers The Last Night. If I just remove that for a moment. Premiere Edition. Voyager class Megatron. Oh, this is the one I've been wanting from the films. I mean, look at the thing! Have you ever seen such an armoured thing? Just look at it. This is possibly one of my favourite Transformers ever, mainly for this mode. The plane mode's alright. Plane mode's not too bad considering it's Cybertronian, so, you know, take some artistic license, but even that's not too bad. The transformation's clever, not too simple, but once you've understood it, it's simple as. It just takes one or two times to get around it. It's really good, is basically what I'm saying. It's really good. I mean, regardless of your thoughts of the films or the film toys or the film Transformers, whatever you think of the films, as far as I'm concerned, this is the best Megatron of the films and one of the best Megatrons ever. Because of, I mean, just look at it. It's, I mean, the basic thing of it, you won't be able to think it's Megatron. I mean, that's obvious. But there are a few telltale signs if you haven't seen anything of the films to know it is Megatron. I mean, the first one is arm cannon. That's the main thing. I mean, to be honest, that's the only thing apart from he's got a Decepticon symbol. But you know, I mean, it's basically what Skyrim would be like if it was Dark Souls. That's what it would be. I mean, yeah, it's right. Well, coming to the detail before I just go off on one. I mean, you might think the head sculpt's a bit weird looking, but I don't think it's too bad. You can pick out some teeth. I might have to paint them in or do something with the head. Nice light piping here. I'll show you that in a minute. Some of the nicest light piping as well. It's kind of like a really deep metallic blue with a bit of gunmetal and a bit of silver and a little bit of black and some of this. I believe it was MGO said it was like mustard yellow. I think it's more like a deep flat goldy colour, I would call it, but that's just me. Decepticon symbol on this side. And you notice the armour is asymmetrical, I think it is. So from the waist upwards, you see this arm is different, this arm is different from this side, which is nice. I didn't think it would work, but it does. He does have horns on the side of his head, and no, it cannot turn into a battle mask. Anything but this version, and the Legion version can. Oh, and the Deluxe version can, which that's basically a repaint of the Thrilling 30 Stealth Bomber Megatron, and I don't like it, but that's just me. So, coming further down on the detail, he's got some nice skirt pieces. Coming down on the legs, a lot of silvery metallicness, and I mean, the different shades of metallicness does make it pop a bit and make some more of the details stand out a bit more than it should. I know it's the wrong sort of silver. It should be more like all over silver and, I don't know, black wash on it, but you know, if you want it screen accurate, but I'm sure Takara will set that right. And on the back, not much backpack apart from this thing. And yeah, these bits will become the wings and, you know, thrusters or front bits or whatnot. I mean, if you wanted to see what was vehicle kibble, back bit, little bits here, those, and wings, that's it. I mean, 4 bits. I mean, you can tell there's more robot stuff when you get to alt mode, but we'll get to that. So first thing first, lighty piping. You are not ready. I mean, if it was darker, my God. Oh, look at that. You dare to defy me, Prime? Starscream for wonder. Yeah. But that's... How can that not be awesome? I'm not usually bothered about light piping. It's nice that it's there, but I'm usually not bothered. But that's... Yeah. Nearly everything about this is amazing. So, articulation wise, his head is on the ball joint. It does look down a bit. It has enough to look down, actually. That might not look like much, but it does. Focus on camera. It does look down enough. And looks up. Looks up enough. Can rotate all around. And due to transformation, that's a good thing. You'd have thought these bits at the back could get in the way, but no. They don't. They're just nice. Nice bend. Nearly goes all the way. Because now I like this. You wouldn't have thought the arms can stretch out. Well, you probably have. You've seen other videos, but because of these flaps here, they can go really far. But it's better if you shove these flaps out first. So so they can. The arms can go really far out, which is nice. But you have to do some twisting with the arms to get the flaps out really, really far. Silence phone. You did your bit. You don't need to say anything else. Nice bend on this arm. About the same. Swivel at the arm. Wrist doesn't do anything apart from that, if that's any use for transformation. Arm cannon can do that, but that's more for transformation. Quick look on my arm cannon. A bit more of that yellowy, goldy colour, which is nice. No waist swivel, mainly due to transformation, but I suppose they could have done a waist swivel, but it probably would have made the plastic weaker, so yeah. So I'll just shift these out of the road a bit. These skirt pieces do move out a bit, but only so far. This one, weirdly enough, goes out further than this one. And I don't know if this is a problem for anyone, but as you can see here, the pin in this is not fully forward as it should be. And it does mean the plastic has got a bit of stress marks on it and whatnot. It hasn't given me too many problems apart from this skirt piece being a bit too unposable, but then again I've got enough poses from it. These front skirt pieces aren't soft plastic like on the leader class, but they can move out, and these legs can go out as far as you like, that far. They can go back, and the joints on this are really tight. Oh my God, I'm going to break the thing. They can go back further, but I don't want to try and break it because it is tight. It's not evil tight, but it is tight. It can go out to that far. Could probably go out further if you you know, move the legs out and whatnot. Swivel at the thigh, knee bend, like that. So it's not bad, and you get a little bit of a wiggle on the calf, like that, and you get ankle tilt mainly due to transformation. He does come with, and you probably spotted this to start with, an accessory, which is his sword. And like the figure itself, it's one of the best swords on the Transformer I have ever seen. It is amazing. Just bringing Chrome Dome here just to not only give you a comparison. It's not bad size for a Voyager, but that's on the ground, so it's, you know, it could decapitate him just from where he's standing. I mean, that just looks like some sort of execution knight sword. I mean, how much damage do you think this does in a RPG? So, go away, Chrome Dome. You've had your fun. So, I don't know if it can show you this. Bring on the phone yet again. Hang on. So, I don't know if it'll show this. Might do. Whoop. Ah, there we go. Yes, I thought so. Yeah, as you can see, through the powers of technology, there is light piping in the sword. From about there to right through the bottom, I'd imagine. So that's really something. I thought it was something like that. You can tell I'm that good at this. I'm that professional. So yeah, an amazing transformer. I might do a video where I show it light piping when it's darker, but we'll see. So with the sword, you can stick it in either hand, but I prefer to stick it in this hand because you've got a cannon on that arm, sword on that arm, he's ready. Or what you can do while in Robot mode is stick it in this slot here, because there's a post right there, and it will tab on like that. So if he's just wandering around being tyrannical to his troops, he doesn't have to take his sword out. It might pop off if you're not careful, like that. But I mean, it's big enough and pointy enough that you ain't gonna lose it unless your floors are gunmetal, which I doubt they will be. So let's get on to transformation. Oh yes, so first thing you want to do is fold the front section of the fusion cannon up, then fold it back, then fold the fists up like so, then rotate the head all the way around. You following so far? Then what you want to do is, now these sections here, this and this here, you kind of put pressure on the main cockpit to squeeze inwards. I have got it where it's like pulled it through and it feels like it might break. It probably won't, but it's just something to watch out for. So what you want to do is, there's like a hinge section down there and the cockpit's on the joint here. So what you want to do is push that forwards and then push that up. These horn sections, by the way, are on soft plastic, but doesn't really matter, you're not going to do it with them. And then you just align that so that's nice and flush in like that. Then what you're going to come and do is, hold this chest section in the middle and like try and push it in while holding either pec and pull it out like that. There's a post right there which goes into the hole there, and same on the other side. So then what you want to do is make sure the arms are straight down and the flaps are straight in. Rotate the arms round so they go into the back. Now the fusion cannon it has a post right there which goes into that gap right there, and once you hear it snap and click, which it should do, it's a little bit, there we go, it's a little bit fiddly, but once you've got it near smoothing like that, you've probably got it about right. There's a post right here which goes into this gap right there for the other arm, and this is a bit easier to do. You just need to do it like that, and then these pec sections you just fold them over like that. Then what you want to come and do is fold these all the skirt sections up like that. Weird thing is on mine is this side goes up further than this side. Doesn't really matter, but it's weird. So you want to unfold these like that and have them splaying outwards like so. Then what you want to come and do is just, come on to the legs. Do the legs next. For the feet, fold them right out like that. Then for the wings, what you want to do is fold these bits out. There is a, I'll come on, show you right way round. There's a gap right there, and the post right, where's the post? Yeah, post right there, and them two will go in together. Might take a bit of finagling to line them up, but I mean, even if you don't line them up, they are solid enough to just leave them as they are. So unfold them like that. Same on the other side. Then what you want to do is, there is a little post right there, and the foot will go into it. Now, how it's supposed to be is it's supposed to go into that little one there, but it will try and go into there. I feel it's better off in there because you only see the foot from this side, not this side. And if you get it in from this little end, you can't see the foot from both ends. So, and what you want to do is kind of stretch the plastic a little bit, only a tiny bit, so it goes in like that. It's got enough oomph to it that it'll keep, it won't break, but just be careful, you get enough force and it probably will break. So, like that. Plus you've also got that foot pivot, which will help a lot. So then what you want to do is spread the legs out and fold them that way. Well, twist them that way, should I say. Like that. Then what you want to come and do, and this is the clever bit, fold it all out. It's kind of like the first movie Megatron toy, but looks a lot better. Then what you want to do is fold the legs out like that. Then what you want to do, and I don't know if any ones have it where the pins have popped out and this section's been destroyed, but comments below and just watch out. Hold it here, right like that, and then push it up. And it is tight, so you're going to have to give it a bit of force. Same on this side, and this one's, as you can see, the pin is not all the way through. It's a bit too far out on this side. Push it up. This side's a bit easier, but it's still a thing. Then what you want to do is, there is a tab right there on both sides and a slot right there on that side as well. And the slot, the tab here on either side goes into that slot there, and this groove will go into that slot. So just push the slot in and line the wing bits up, so it's like that. Same on this side, like so. Why is it giving me trouble on camera? I don't know. And like I said, where the feet are supposed to go, you see a little bit sticking out there, but now it's like that. You only see them from the back, which is a bit better, I think. And finally, with these, there is tabs, little ones there, which will go into these gaps here. Like so. And there you have Megatron in his vehicle mode. Not bad vehicle mode at all. You could tell it could fly. It's weird. It's Cybertronian, but I think it works. I don't know why it's got these things at the front, but whatever. Close here on the detail. A lot more light piping on the cockpit, and a lot of that brownish bronzish colour, bronzish goldish. You can see some engine detail just cause. Some little more, yeah, the engine, I don't know why. Little bit more bronzish, goldish, brownish on the wings, just cause. You can see little bits of detail for the engines here and here and here and here, because why not? Onto the other side, well, yeah, you're bound to see robot stuff, but it is what it is. It's Cybertronian, so yeah, and it is quite flat on the floor because it's a plane. There's no landing gear. Cybertronian. The sword can fit in, and I think it looks quite nice. It fits in there. So what you want to do is just with that post, like the one that could fit onto his backpack, you want to slot it on like there, and I think it works with the plane mode. This one's a bit looser, so just be careful. It will just fall off like that. But I mean, I don't remember it being this loose. Yeah, it's not dropping off now, but if you give it any sort of force, it will drop off. Not much of a complaint, but it's just something to watch out for. So there you have it. This or the leader version. I picked this version mainly because the proportions are a bit better. The arm cannon looks great. The transformation doesn't look as hateful as the leader version. The arms go the right way around. I mean, I thought we got over arms which articulate like that. Like that. I thought it was more elbow joints. This is not the 80s and early 90s, I'm afraid. That sort of thing will not do. I mean, I've found a way to make to Inferno work, but yeah. Anyway, I just think this one's better myself, but you know, that's just me. So I did pay overpriced for this. I think it were 43 quid, which is over the price you even at retail it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be about 37, I believe. But if you can find it, you could probably find it for a discount nowadays. I've never seen it in the UK yet, but you might see it in the UK somewhere. Kapow probably got it. ID Toys have got it. Well, they should have it. You can get the leader class version in Toys R Us and other such places, but I'd rather have this one. I'm not paying 65 quid for a toy which I don't feel is as good, to be honest. I'd rather pay 40. Well, obviously, I'd rather pay 43 quid for this because I just think it's amazing. Best bit of the best character in the film, as far as I'm concerned, the best Transformer toy from the film, and one of the best that you can buy from this year. So yeah. So that is Transformers The Last Knight Premiere Edition Voyager class Megatron. And this is me saying goodbye for now.